If you're obsessing over a person and you can't seem to let it go, you might be in limerence. Hi, I'm Amy and welcome to my channel. I'm a certified relationship coach and a manifesting mentor, and today's video is going to be all about limerence. So limerence isn't something that we often hear about in the manifestation community, and the reason why is because the community tend to encourage this type of behavior. They encourage you to pretend that somebody is being something that they're not right now. And limerence can be really extreme. I mean, it can be extreme as, people taking restraining orders out on somebody because they won't leave them alone, sort of stalking behavior. You might find yourself attached to somebody who has said they don't want a relationship, and you might justify that to yourself and go into your manifesting techniques and flip that. Oh, I'm just going to flip that. Yes, they do want a relationship. And what happens is that you lose touch with reality and what is going on in front of you. And the same with your imagination. In imagination, everything is perfect. So you might find yourself, instead of feeling rejected by somebody, you might automatically go into your imagination and get your needs met there because everything's perfect there. There are no problems there. And it's very easy to get hooked on this to the degree that you cannot let a certain person go. And it becomes an obsession. And it doesn't make you feel very good because in the end, you're going to feel bad because you are ignoring yourself. You are ignoring your internal navigation system. You're going to feel the abandonment to yourself and lose trust in yourself because you're just plowing all your energy and your time into this person that is not showing up for you. Now, one of the big reasons for this is because the subconscious mind gets its needs met in the present moment. So if it is that you can imagine this person to be different or manifest a different version of them, just by imagining it, you are getting your needs met. Or it could be the idea that you will get your needs met, that eventually this person will change and then I'll get my needs met. But that's not what's happening in reality right now. So which attachment styles tend to feel limerence more? It would be no surprise that anxious attached people will feel this more than the other attachment styles. And the reason for this is because they have such a well of unmet needs when it comes to love and affection and acceptance, that they develop subconsciously a strategy to get those needs met in their imagination rather than in reality right now. And this might look like stalking somebody's social media. It could look like constantly overthinking, constantly obsessing over this person, or playing music that you think that that person might like, or dressing the way that you think that person might like. This isn't manifestation. This is limerence. And you're almost playing pretend in this fantasy land so that you don't have to deal with the reality of this person not wanting you, because then you'll feel rejected and abandoned. So this is all a subconscious strategy to avoid those feelings. So you might have a really hard time letting go of an ex or letting go of a specific person. Maybe it's somebody from work. And I had a client once who really did get obsessed with somebody from work who just made eye contact with them for an extended period of time. And that triggered them into this sense of limerence, thinking, well, this person's nice. This person was really nice to me. It made me feel worthy. It made me feel special. It made me feel X, Y, and Z. So they created this relationship with this person in their mind so that they could get their needs met in the imagination. Now, there's no judgment here at all because I have done this in the past where I have completely lived in fantasy land about somebody and it just didn't work out. And I wasn't really grounded in reality. So how do you break the cycle of limerence? So there's two major things that you can do. Number one is understanding where those needs aren't being met yourself. So where are those needs not being met, or where are the holes in your buckets when it relates to that need that you think that this person might meet in the future? So could it be that, you'll receive love, that you'll feel wanted, that you'll feel worthy? And I want you to write all of these down. And then I want you to think about, how can I get this need met elsewhere? So could that be connecting with friends, for example? Could it be being around family more? And then I want you to think about, where can I meet these needs in relation to myself? So how can you help yourself feel loved more? How can you help yourself feel wanted, worthy, first best, secure? So that you can actually start to see that you are so capable of meeting your own needs. You don't need anybody else to meet those needs. And the second thing that I would recommend, and people really have a hard time with this because it is really difficult to break the attachment to the fantasy, because the fantasy is perfect. The fantasy doesn't have any problems. So it's really easy to get into that habit of attaching to this fantasy with the hope that your needs will get met. So you're still not meeting your own needs now, but it's really easy for you to just imagine that relationship or that person being how you want them to be and getting your needs met there. And to break this is about understanding that you do actually need to have your needs met right now in order to feel better. That this fantasy is not a substitute for reality right now. And questioning, when you think, oh, this person will meet my needs, can you know that for sure? Can you know that this person's going to change? Can you know that that person's going to show up? Can you know that that person's going to be wanting to commit to you fully? Probably not. So use your efforts to meet your own needs right now. And when you can get into the habit of doing that and the habit of actually receiving things from yourself to yourself, you will start to see that loosen a little bit. And also what happens when you start to do that is that you will start to feel a lot better. You will start to feel a lot more secure because the mind is not on a hamster wheel trying to get its needs met in unhealthy ways, because you're there to meet your own needs. And I'm not saying that, when you do get into a relationship that, they're responsible for their needs, I'm responsible for mine, and that's it. No, that's not what an interdependent relationship is. But ultimately, at the moment, you are in a codependent relationship with somebody that's not showing up. And that isn't love, it's attachment. And it also isn't the relationship that you want. You want the relationship in the reality right now. You don't want a relationship that could take years to come, or, and really abandon yourself in the meantime. You want to feel secure and confident so that you can actually attract a relationship that's in alignment with who you are. Because right now you're attracting a relationship in alignment with who you are now, which is anxiously attached. So all you are seeing now is your fears. So they aren't here and I feel abandoned. They aren't here and I feel rejected. They aren't here, so I must be not good enough, not worthy, etc. And we want to try and clear all those by doing some really robust techniques so that you can start to heal your attachment style and become more secure and attract somebody who is on the same wavelength as you, somebody who is as self-aware as you are. So I hope you found that video useful. If you did, drop a comment below, or if you've got any questions, I will do my best to answer them, but I will see you in the next video.